Welcome to the Capital Spreads look to the week ahead. Today is Monday the 24th of September 2012. And the week starts off on a somewhat subdued note after the strong run we've had over the last few weeks or so. Many markets now ticking off slightly, and this seems to be largely off the back of some profit taking, possibly after some quite negative news both out of Europe as well as the rest of the world. There is concern, for example, that there might be some deadlock over whether the Merkel-Holland relationship can flourish in the same way the Merkel-Sarkozy relationship flourished previously, and that could possibly lead to some deadlock in terms of Eurozone policies. There also continues to be lingering concern about the slowdown of it in China and whether it will be a hard or a soft landing. At the same time, you also continue to have continuing concerns over whether Spain needs another bailout. So these are all feeding into the negative sentiment that we seem to be having at the moment, and many people are using this as an excuse to sell the markets, take a bit of profit and consolidate and see where we are going from here. We also had the German IFO figure come out this morning, which was slightly worse than expected, and that provided further stimulus on the downside. There isn't much in terms of further economic news today, and the same seems to be the case also for tomorrow. The two possible highlights will be US figures. We have the Case-Shiller House Price Index coming at the US at 2 p.m. tomorrow. We're expecting a figure around 143.7 versus the previous 142.2. And then you have US consumer confidence coming out around 3 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. In that case, we're expecting a figure around 63.2 versus 60.6 prior. On Wednesday, we're looking at another quiet morning. It'll start becoming a little bit busier in the afternoon. Again, it'll have very much a US focus. We have, for example, the MBA mortgage applications out of the United States around 12 p.m. We also have the German CPI coming out also on Wednesday, and we'll also have the weekly US crude figures coming out around 3:30 on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're looking at a few more figures, so it'll be slightly busier. We have the German unemployment coming out around 8:55 in the morning. We're expecting an unchanged figure there around 6.8%. We then also have the UK GDP figure, expecting another unchanged figure around 0.5% there. This is followed by a slurry of US figures around 1:30, which include the initial jobless claims, which we have every week. We've also got US personal consumption and the the durable goods figure. And these will be basically the highlights probably for the week. On Friday, we have the overnight Japan CPI figure if many people are awake around 1 or 2 in the morning. We also have the Eurozone CPI estimates coming out at 10 a.m. We're expecting a figure of 2.4% versus 2.6 prior. In the afternoon, you've got the Canadian GDP, expecting a small fall to 2% there from a previous 2.4. And we round off the week with the US personal income and PCE deflator figures at 1:30, and the University of Michigan confidence, which will be coming out at 2:55 in the afternoon on Friday. On the Michigan confidence, we're expecting a figure around 79 versus 79.2 prior. That's it for now. As usual, if you have any feedback, it's media@capitalspreads.com.